All right. Well, Jeff, great to have you here on this call. Wanted to let you introduce yourself, and we're going to talk a little bit about your journey through going through AS9100. So, yeah, if you'd introduce yourself to everyone and tell us a little bit about your shop.
Sure. Yeah, my name is Jeff Ferrara. I'm the president and general manager here at Fort Ord Works. We are a high performance structures composite manufacturing company. So we primarily serve the aerospace industry. We're located in Marina, California, just outside of Monterey. Um, we do part development all the way through finished inspected parts with all different types of composite materials. So everything from pre-impregnated fiberglass all the way through carbon fiber, and we do the tooling and the full gamut. Yeah, so we have roughly 25,000 square feet of manufacturing space here. We also have one of our facilities is environmentally controlled, including a clean room. It's up to an ISO class 7 standard, which is good for those types of aerospace requirements. Most of our business is in the aerospace industry, like I mentioned, but we also do call in other industries as well as needed. And yeah, so happy to be on here with you, Paul. Thanks
Hmm.
for having me.
So, how many folks do you have working for you?
So right now we're up to 20 employees, and
Okay.
we have another person coming on August 15th. So
Well,
we'll
congrats.
be
Awesome.
heading into the 20s here. Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. And do you also do machining of your finished composites as well? Or, yeah?
Yeah. So we have full in-house machining capability, so both water jet and a full 5-axis CNC capability.
Oh, nice. Awesome. And remind me how long you have been a ProShop client and when did you sign up and
Yeah, so we signed up about 18 months ago with
okay.
ProShop. We had a unique time in the business where we were looking for an ERP system to kind of move into something more cutting edge, if you will, more all inclusive. Paperless was the goal, and having one system essentially that could manage all functions of the business was our objective. And so we did a little research, and ProShop was the clear winner once we kind of figured out the full capability that the software had.
Well, thank you. And how has the journey to go paperless been?
So it was interesting in the beginning because we are a composite shop. So it was a little tricky to kind of figure out how we were going to be able to truly do it paperless. So we have some unique requirements in our industry where we need to keep track of formal sign-offs at various steps in the process, which is typically a customer requirement.
Hmm.
And so in the beginning, it was a little daunting, but with the help of some of the ProShop implementation folks, we came up with some really elegant solutions. And now we're very proud to say we're 100% paperless. The only paper we have in the whole shop is sometimes we have to print certs that go with the parts when we ship them.
Right.
But besides that, we have strict rules: no paper allowed.
That is amazing. That is so cool. Awesome. So then at some point, and I don't know if maybe before you signed up for ProShop or after, you decided to go for AS9100 certification. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about that decision-making process and then a little bit about the process itself.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got a kind of a long background in manufacturing in the AS9100 world. And so when I joined Fort Ord Works and we were not currently certified, we knew we needed to get certified. So we had an older quality system that was somewhat compliant with the AS9100 Rev C spec.
Hmm.
Um, but there was a lot of changes made, as you know, when AS switched over to Rev D and ISO went to the
Yep.
2015 spec. And so we knew our old system really wasn't worth putting any more effort into because it basically needed to be completely overhauled anyways. So this is before ProShop, we were a little concerned on how we were going to do it because at the time we were about 10 employees. We were very busy. We're trying to grow the business. So physically carving out the time to delve into the AS was very daunting. Once we came across ProShop and realized that the QMS was fully integrated into the ERP system, and once we realized that ProShop offered the Flying Start package, which really helped us get a head start on setting up the quality procedures and the overall structure that was required for the AS9100 Rev D requirements,
Hmm.
It was like a huge weight lifted off of our shoulders.
Mm.
So we went ahead and purchased the software, which, the Fly and Start package, I would say, got us about 75% of the way there.
Okay.
And the remaining 25% was, kind of our responsibility to figure out how to implement our procedures and polish the system, if you will, for what we do here.
Yeah.
So we were still a little bit shorthanded on resources. So we actually reached back out to ProShop. They offer us, you guys offer the service to um, help coach us and help polish some of the procedures and finalize some of the flow charts and all that stuff. So we hired you guys to do that as well. And that was fantastic also. So we were able to actually go from basically making the decision to get AS9100 to full D certification, which we just received, inside of about 6 months,
Wow.
which was great because I was expecting it to take about a year probably by the time we rewrote all the procedures and did the quality manual and rewrote all put all the training together and just the way ProShop functions, it made it so quick, easy, seamless. And we received several compliments throughout the process from the auditor, actually. Multiple times he said it was the best and most organized system he's ever seen. He kept asking, what the name of the ERP software was because he wanted to recommend it to other clients.
Oh, that's
Um,
nice.
because it's paperless, it was just so easy to go through the audit. We were able to finish the audit in about half the time, which was amazing. So
That's awesome. Yeah, when you emailed us just to say thanks and share, I think you just finished your stage one, which you said, and was stage one virtual, and then stage two was on site?
yeah. So because ProShop's all digital, we were able to seamlessly do a virtual stage one audit, share our screens with the auditor, show him
Hmm.
everything he needed to see right there. So it was very easy, yeah, virtually.
That's awesome. And then when he came on site, now I believe you said it took just about, it was supposed to be a 4-day audit, took only about 2 days. Can you share a little bit
Yeah,
about
so
that?
it was intended to be a 4-day audit, was the original scheduled allotted time. Once we started going, due mainly to the help of Michael from ProShop, we already knew what information needed to go into the pair, so we were very prepared going into it. So we were able to streamline pretty much every portion of the audit to about half. So we were basically done by the end of day 2, but he did come back day 3 just to do the closeout meeting and a few little things like that. So we definitely had some time to kill.
Hmm.
So there was a little, shooting the bull along the way and so on and so
Right.
forth. But we had a lot of fun with him. He was a really good guy. He was very knowledgeable, and so very good process overall. But yeah, about half the time of the original.
Wow. Yeah,
So
and that's the feedback I hear most often is audits take about half. So that's great that
yeah.
you had the same experience. Um, so now that you have the cert, is this opening new doors for you? Are you looking to grow into new companies or opportunities?
Yeah, so in the aerospace realm, in the good old days, the customers would send their quality teams out to audit, potential suppliers and approve them. And our experience is these days those days are over. Pretty much with any of the big aerospace potential clients that we're going after, AS9100 is just a check. They won't even show up without that. So
Hmm.
I would say out of 10 or 15 companies we're currently prospecting for new business, um, at least 3/4 of them are basically requiring AS. So now that we have that, we're doing some press releases and such, and we have several, pretty large potential opportunities in the wings here. So we're pretty excited about that.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for jumping on here with me. Congratulations on the cert. Glad it was a good experience. Thanks for sharing your experience with anyone watching. And yeah, thanks for being a client and just really appreciate your time today.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. And thank you for the whole ProShop team. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right. Awesome. Thanks, Jeff. Take care.